What up, world? This is Geoffrey G. Griffin.
And I'm Richard Slaughter.
And welcome to the Why You
Mad
podcast, where we turn anger into ambition,
one person at a time.
Why you mad? Hey, why you mad? Hey, why you mad? Everybody who's listening to this podcast and watch this podcast right now, that's what we're going to do. But look, I want to ask you, what's one time when you, Richard, got so angry, so upset, and you couldn't control your emotions? Now, hopefully you ain't
I've been fortunate enough to kind of evade, jail. But
now hold on. I wasn't in jail for a long time. It was very short, but
no judgments on here.
No judgment.
But man, I used to punch holes in the wall, man. Like I was a baby at the time. My siblings and I didn't really click. While at the same time just kind of seeming like the favorite. That's where it kind of started. Just in the home. Like
when you say seeming as a favorite, what you mean?
Like how sibling rivalry, he the favorite, all that.
Fight for position.
People call me smart. I don't know, man. I make some crazy decisions sometimes. But just having like that light, and having a light, and then where people don't think that you need anything. My family, I come from a good background. They see the way we live and whatnot, and think that nothing's wrong.
Yeah, y'all have money, bro.
Yeah, all the while,
y'all have money.
Everybody got issues, man. Yeah. Everybody got issues. I don't think anger skips over people who are in a better financial situation than others.
Facts.
But man, the closest thing I could think about anger just messing up is maybe my relationship with family. I think that's like the most important thing, because everything I've done, I try to go back and mend the bridge. Mm-hmm. Like I've called and apologized, for things I've done in the past. I just felt like that was part of my healing process. Mm-hmm. So, the only thing that I think is left to really like bring together is more so just like the relationship I have with my pops. I would love like anger threw that to the side, but that's on me. You know what I mean? I knew I was
thinking back on it now, I kind of remember. Y'all kind of had this give or take.
I would just say whatever. I'm still arrogant. I'm still cocky in a sense, but it's like now I've honed it in. I've calmed down. Time has humbled me, man. I just learned a lot. But when I think of anger and what I've really messed up, is just time that I could have been building with my pops, and my pops is still alive, thank God. But it's like, man, we don't really talk like we could. And it's still for me, and I try not to have that relationship with my kids, because I got one that's just like me, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm sitting up there like, dang. I'm talking about like, dang, and I just I gotta take it, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, man, this was me with my pops, and this just kept us from like building and being cool so many years. Like from us just having a real good relationship, it was the way that I was disrespectful, you know what I mean? Had a quick temper, always got something to say, because anger might not be physical, but the verbal things you do have so much power.
That cuss deep.
Like so much power. Yeah. So
real quick question: do you think that your relationship that you have with your father, do you think that's giving you the tools to not do a much better job with your son?
Well, yeah, looking back, it hits you when it hits you, right? So it's like, okay, I'm getting, this was me. This was how I behaved. This was me going back and forth with my pops. This was me not being receptive to the information he was imparting, right? So yeah, it's like bow, like a point, like I'm hit with a bag of bricks, because it's like, okay, now I know what I was like, and now I have to like handle how I am. I have to handle that aggression, because I'm not a perfect father by any means. You know what I mean? I made mistakes, you know what I mean? And I got 5 girls and a son. You know what I mean? So I think God gave me those girls because I had to calm down, you know what I mean? Because if I had a son, man, I probably been elbowing off the turnbuckle, the suplex.
Yeah. Hey, to all y'all who have sons out there, we feel your pain, man. We feel your pain. We love them, but we feel your pain, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So another question I have for you that I just was thinking about. So, talked about relationships, and you said also words and all that could cut and strain a relationship.
Yeah.
And I know you said that you and your father don't really talk that much anymore.
Right.
Like, or when y'all talk, you wish it could be much deeper
Right.
than what it was.
Right.
That's one thing I know for me, and the relationship that I had with the person, you know, my family member who we were real close, and now even though we want to get back close together, it's almost like the damage is done. Yeah. So the bridge is not burned, the bridge has been rebuilt, but the bridge is not built on a strong foundation as it was, and I don't know if we're ever going to have the tools.
There's only one way to find out.
You know?
There's only one way to find out.
What's that?
To build it, yeah. I mean, cause bro, me and my brother, Lord, if you know,
close,
man, but we close now.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't talk to my brother and sister for like 3 to 5 years, like straight at one point. I didn't go to my brother's wedding. You know what I mean? And just, man, we always had been at it. You know, I don't know if it's that favorite thing. I don't know what it was, but we just didn't gel. And now we talk every day, but you know, my brother, one thing I credit him, like, he actually makes he's intentional about hitting me up, like, every day, and I hit him back.
That's important.
You know, so it's like, it's not just me reaching for the relationship. He meets me halfway, if not more. He called me up, let's get on the bones, let's play dominoes. What's good with the casino, man? You need to come outside. Like, I mean, that slug all day. Like, so we talk every day. Like, never in my life would I thought me and my brother would talk every day. Like, never. My sister, we talk all the time. My mom, we talk all the time. Now, as far as like what I'm trying to impart to you,
that's being intentional.
Right. Yeah. But it got to start, and you know, like we want like this utopian or perfect situation where we extend the olive branch and we get one back. And it's like, nah, it don't always work like that. You know, just like you may need someone to work to rebuild your trust, it goes both ways. So it's like, man, I don't miss out on things that I can go to just because me and my pops might not see eye to eye. Like, I'll still go to that family function. You know what I mean? Even if it's a little tension there or whatnot, I'll still be there. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'll still talk to them.
In the long run.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, you find out that all this is just lost time.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's anger, like, and that's me, you know what I mean? Because my pops, he a very patient guy. He dealt with, I was a disrespectful little dude, and that's like the biggest thing that I could say anger cost me, just in my life. What's most important to me.
So, real quick before we move on to the next segment, I think you also you said you were a very disrespectful young person to your dad, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think this correlates, and I think the kids out there that may be watching this, or their parents that are watching this, it can help them. I know you talked about your brother, you talked about the sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
But what was it with your dad? Because I know you said y'all were almost mirror images of one another. Both very smart, both kind of, I'm not going to say arrogant, but both extremely confident and whatnot. What was it with him and y'all's relationship that had you hold that anger inside of yourself? Not for your brother now, we're talking about for your father, because a lot of times in the school setting, it has to do with fathers, right? You know, it's a lot of single parents out there.
Yeah.
Kids are mad at their fathers.
Right.
And it's sad, it's like that, especially the black males.
Yeah.
Right? So kind of delve into that situation a little bit so we can help some people out there to maybe get to that core emotion of where the anger stemmed for, because that's what we hear. Why you mad, right? So, you know, talk a little bit about that.
So, you know, my pops really is a great guy, bro. Like, I mean, it really falls on me, but we just had a foundational disagreement just because my pops is more old school. And, you know, y'all know me, I'm progressive. I'm talking about things, crypto, space, and I'm always like there. So my pops is more so like traditional, and I'm progressive. So that's what we always kind of collided, because he would be like, man, you need to do this. And I'm like, Pops, man, I'm over here doing this, all while being my biggest supporter. So it just kind of.
So he'll support you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so see that's where I know a lot of resentment comes back, because it's like my parents didn't support me.
Well,
but he supported you, but you don't think y'all saw, he didn't see the vision.
Because some anger can be valid, right? Some anger towards your people can be valid. I'm not talking about like do nothing crazy, but like it's just we just had a foundational disagreement just in terms of my life and my future.
Gotcha.
And that's something I really couldn't do anything about
because
I am who I am.
Right.
I've always been rich. Like everybody know me. I rock the same way. You know, I'm a solid individual. I'm gonna play my position, but my head be in the clouds. You know, I'm thinking 20 years ahead. You know,
thinking big.
Yeah.
Which is the best thing to do. Like people don't understand. Like you gotta think big.